Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Cambe. We've got a FA Cup replay game tomorrow against Wolves. Let's start off by talking about Jurgen's presser today. Very sombre, probably just like the last press conference that he did before the Brighton game. He said he's going to play his strongest side available. So that means he's going to play a load of kids. Reading between the lines, I'll be surprised if it is a strong team. Then that he played from Saturday's game. I think you're going to see at least 5-6 changes in that game. Give some youngsters a run out. James Milner will probably start. Do we win the game? Probably not. I have to be honest with that. I want us out of this competition. I want us to regroup. We've got obviously the Champions League in February. Will we get past the next stage against Real Madrid? Not if we're playing like this. So yeah, it's on BBC tomorrow. 7:45 kickoff. Wolves had an impressive 1-0 win at home against West Ham. So I would imagine that their gaffer will be playing his strongest team against us, knowing that there'll be a load of changes in our team to play them. Still lots of fallout from the Brighton game, and rightly so. We were absolutely shite. Jurgen Klopp was shite in the way he set up the team. He said he had a good week on the training pitch. If he had a good week, I'd hasten to think what a bad week would look like. But yeah, lots of players not playing up to the full potential. Have the legs gone? Have they been told that we're not going to win the Premier League this season? So have they fallen off the cliffs of not trying and going behind a goal behind, and then thinking, crikey, we don't have to worry too much about it? I'm just giving you my thoughts of that. It's no one else's thoughts. We have no idea what's been going on at Liverpool. Well, we do have a good idea. We've got senior members of Liverpool leaving left, right and centre, or doing other things, or are about to leave. So the focus has sort of like been taken away from the footballing side. Having said that, we have enough quality to have seen us through this season, because I said it was a transition season, but I didn't think it was going to be like what it is. So we have to just take it on the chin. We'll have to start to regroup and do things. So, but nobody escapes criticism that comes from the board to Jurgen and his coaching staff, our medical team. I've never known injuries so much at our club before, and how long it's taking players to get back to some kind of fitness. And it's just getting beyond a joke. Massive changes need to be made in our medical department. Obviously, we need to find out what's really delaying these players from coming back. As I've said to you before, I'm old school. I'd say to a player, "Are you ready, lad?" If it was me doing a Sunday or a Saturday game and I was managing, "Are you all right, lad?" "Yeah, right. Let's give it a shot. Let's get on with it." But these days they're so mollycoddled. They're wrapped in cotton wool, and believe me, we've had players wrapped in cotton wool as long as I can remember in this new Premier era. Daniel Sturridge was one of them. Joe Gomez, you can just name them. Naby Keita, it just goes on and on and on. So some people have asked me. I was a bit easy on the players in my match reaction, saying they weren't. I didn't say they weren't good enough anymore for Liverpool. Look, it's dead easy to get into a conversation to slag these players off when they've given us 110% of heavy metal, crazy football at times. But it gets to a stage where you can't be slagging them off because they've bought us all the trophies. So what you've got to do is try and understand that they've gone. Literally, physically and mentally, they have gone. But instead of like individuals going, they've gone as a collective. Do you understand what I'm saying here? They've all decided, right, that's it, my legs have gone. I can't do this anymore. Yes, they're professional footballers. Yes, they get paid a lot of money. Yes, people are thinking, Andy, you're talking out your arse. Probably, or probably not, some might say. But my opinion. If you've got your opinion, please send it me down below. Okay, I'm trying to be positive here because I can foresee what the result's going to be like tomorrow. It's probably going to be exactly the same because we haven't got the solutions to the problems. Before we say, yeah, we need 3 midfielders in the transfer window, etc., and we should have got them at the beginning of the season. I said in my last VT what was wrong. Everything's been wrong about this season, from us being away on the pre-season, from us coming back, from us starting mediocre in the league, the World Cup, the rest that the boys are being given. So for those who are saying, come on, you've got to call the players out. Okay, so what am I looking for from the players? If I had a crystal ball, I'd like to see Hendo doing what Hendo does well. You know, keep the ball, keep it going, organise the press, motivate the other players around him. What would I like to see Mo Salah doing? Scoring goals. The ball doesn't stick with him now. The ball comes to him and it bounces off him, and all of a sudden we're under counter attack. It's not having a go at it, it's just observation. You can see all this happening when you watch the games. You can see it. It's so frustrating. We've had it so good in the last 7 years, and I mean so good. People are saying we miss Mane. Yes, of course we miss Mane. Which team wouldn't miss Sadio Mane? Totally agree with that. But he didn't want to stay. He wanted a fresh challenge. He's got his fresh challenge. I think is he still out injured, or has he come back yet? I'm not so sure. For Bayern Munich, mind you, the German league starts playing again. Is it this weekend? So I'm not so sure. But he would have probably been injured and on our injury list. Other players, Virgil has not been having a good season. Robbo has not been having a good season. So I'm being polite when I'm saying these players. I don't want to lambast them too much, but I am naming players for you now. Okay, so Thiago, I don't know what position he was playing on Saturday, but if he was playing that number 10, and then by the end of the game he was the last midfielder, absolutely no idea what was happening with them. We've not been scoring goals. We've not been defending from the top. We're easy to play through. We have no communication. Trent's done okay. I have to be that. Elliot's not a midfielder. He's very young. And this is not having a go at the young players. We've not seen Curtis. He's been injured. It just goes on and on. We see Bakatic, a young lad coming on, and things like that. Our squad isn't deep enough and experienced enough to handle Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and any other competition that we've entered this season. So yeah, it's not been good, and as I've said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. and we'll just have to take this on the chin. There's been some nonsense being spouted about yesterday on social media. Whether it's true or not, the club has been sold by FSG. Unless you hear it from FSG, a spokesman coming out that Liverpool have reached an agreement, or it's on the website, Liverpool, then you can make a comment. It's dead easy jumping onto all the bandwagons. And if you'd have seen Twitter yesterday, all the Arabic Liverpool supporters putting out tweets, and you just press that translate button and the message was all the same. Thank you, Heavenly Brother, blah, 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 for giving me the trust in with your money in behind Liverpool Football Club. I'm thinking this is just going to escalate into a farce if it's not true. And you all know I want Liverpool sold now by FSG. I don't want them hanging around. It's one mistake too many for me now. We're going to see anybody else coming in the next 2 weeks. I doubt it very much. You can tell from the body language from Jurgen. I bet he can't wait for his forward line to get back. Hoping it would make a difference. But the midfield issue is not going to go away between now and the end of the season. It is still there for all us to see. Lots of us are saying the same things about midfield. It's not working. There's no energy. There's no legs. Get rid of the 4-3-3. I've done I think I've done 50 odd of these now. And I said in one of them that we should have got rid of the 4-3-3 and gone with the 4-2-3-1 to get some balance back in the team, to not get teams overawed us in midfield and massive gaps that we've been seeing of late. So back to basics. That's what I'm looking for. Do we get it with Jurgen Klopp? I'm not so sure. When I say back to basics, he's always known of playing one type of football. Well, coaches have now gone past that stage. You look at Man City lately; they've been struggling in the last 2 games. So Pep doesn't change anything. People are saying we should go 4-2-4. Why? Why should we do that? It's just having 2 people in the middle of the park and hoping that the lads on the outside, drop in, or 1 or 2 of the forwards drop into midfield on the counter attack. Football's so fast now; it doesn't work like that. People are saying Trent should be playing in midfield. I don't know. I don't think we'd get anything from him in midfield, if I'm honest. You've got to be a workhorse, up and down, up and down. If you see him in a race, he gets outdone 8-9 times out of 10. But that's not being negative on the lad. It's just that's what I see in front of me. So nothing really else to say. The under-21s who played Man United on Saturday at the Leigh Sports, they got beat 2-1. Apparently it was a close game. The under-21s had chances to score a few goals, but didn't take those. And obviously Manchester United countered twice, 2-1, lost the game. Women played against Manchester United yesterday. They got hammered 6-0. I watched the highlights of that. It wasn't pretty. They were miles off it. And I think survival in the WSL is the aim for the women, and then to build up on that for next season. So no other news to say for. I'll do one of these after the game tomorrow. I'm smiling today. I might not be smiling tomorrow um, about the result, but it's how we perform I'm looking for. I need to see a response. No good playing that same midfield now. You're not going to get a tune out of them. They're not good enough. As a collective, we need to be doing something different. News in the news, Naby's on his way out. If he's on his way out, let him play. Why just use him as here and there? Just let the lad play. What I wouldn't do is play Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's for sure. I'm still looking at that image when they scored the first goal. I mean, no challenge by him at all. He was close enough to the ball to be making a challenge, but he just let the player pass the ball out wide. It's just, I wouldn't be playing Oxlade-Chamberlain now. He's another one who wants to go. No news on any of the injured lads. I think the Nunes one, he would not have made a difference against Brighton. I'll say that now, if I'm quite honest, because there would have been there'd have been no protection in midfield because there was no creativity at all. So there was no runners at all. But yeah, I've no idea how long he's out for. All we get told is he's close. We get told quite a few times that other players are close as well. Ends up being 2-3 weeks, and then 10 weeks later, you realise that the players are still injured. So on that, it's a bit of a sucker for us. Right, I'm going to go now. Okay, have a boss evening, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Up the Reds.